Hi traders, it's time to talk about delta, which gives us valuable information when we want to take a trade. Are buyers or sellers in control? This helps us catch the best momentum for trades. In the first video, we said every episode answers 4 questions. Where is the best place to trade? What mode is the market in right now? Who is pushing the move? How do we confirm the entry? In episode 2, we saw how to use volume profile to mark key zones and define market direction. In episode 3, we discussed how to use VWAP to avoid chop, follow the trend, spot reversals, and read price better with higher timeframe VWAPs and standard deviations. Today is episode 4, and we answer question number 3. Who is pushing the move right now? Are buyers dominating or are sellers dominating? And the best tool to simplify this is delta. Delta shows you who is aggressive, who is hitting the market with force. Quick reminder, this is not trading advice or strategy. It's education and the common logic used in many strategies. Do your own research before using it. What is delta? Delta shows the difference between aggressive buy and sell market orders. Positive delta means more market buys than market sells. Negative delta means more market sells than market buys. One important rule you must remember. Delta should follow the price. If the price is going up, delta should generally support it. If the price is going down, delta should generally support it. When delta does the opposite, it's not a signal to enter, but it's a clue of a potential change, a clue of absorption, or a clue that a bigger move may be coming. We will talk about 2 types of delta bars and cumulative delta. We start with delta bars. What are delta bars? Delta bars show delta per candle, per bar. So for every candle you can see how aggressive buyers were during that candle, how aggressive sellers were during that candle. Delta bars are the micro view. They help you read the push and pull inside the move. Candle by candle, how to use delta bars. How do most strategies use them? For continuation confirmation. If price is pushing higher and delta bars are also positive and growing, that confirms buyers are pushing the move. If price is pushing lower and delta bars are also negative and growing, that confirms sellers are pushing the move. This is one of the most common uses. Price move and delta bars agree. That means higher confidence, continuation. Example for bullish trade. Price is above VWAP in trend mode. It pulls back into a support zone like VAL or a volume profile HVN. On the next push-up, delta bars flip positive and expand. That's a common confirmation used to support continuation. The second use is divergence, which is a warning clue. Bearish divergence means that price makes a new high, but delta bars on that push are weaker than before. That means the buyers are pushing less aggressively. Bullish divergence is when the price makes a new low, but delta bars are weaker than before. That means the sellers are pushing less aggressively. This is a clue of potential exhaustion. Let's take an example. Price pushes to a new high into a resistance zone, but the delta bars are smaller than the previous push. The price is rising, but delta is not following strongly. That's a clue the move may be losing participation. Again, not an entry by itself, but a clue. Another way of using the delta bars is detecting the absorption. This clue is telling us about aggression, but without progress. Sometimes you see aggressive delta bars, but the price doesn't move. When we see big negative delta bars, but price holds support, that means the buyers may be absorbing sells. When we see big positive delta bars, but price can't break resistance, that means the sellers may be absorbing buys. Let's take an example at a support zone. Price hits a volume profile support zone. You get several strong negative delta bars, but the price doesn't break lower. That's a clue. Sellers are aggressive, but someone is absorbing. Later we confirm this with footprint in the next episode. Quick pro tips for delta bars. Delta bars are most valuable at key locations, like volume profile zones, VWAP areas, and key levels. In the middle of nowhere, delta bars can be noisy. Delta should generally follow the price. If it doesn't, pay attention. It's information. Now let's move to the bigger picture tool. Cumulative delta. What is the cumulative delta? Cumulative delta is delta added up over time. Think of it like a running total. If it's rising, buyers are dominating over time. If it's falling, sellers are dominating over time. This is the storyline tool. It shows who has been in control across the session. Some strategies are using the zero line. Cumulative delta has a zero line, the resetting line, the line where the calculation starts. For example, at the beginning of a session. Cumulative delta above zero means overall more aggressive buying than selling. Since the start of the session, cumulative delta below zero means overall more aggressive selling than buying since the start of the session. A lot of strategies use the zero line as a simple context filter. When cumulative delta crosses and holds the zero line, it can be a clue of a shift in control. How to use cumulative delta? How do most strategies use it? First, we use cumulative delta to confirm session control. If price is trending up and cumulative delta is also rising, that confirms buyers are controlling the session. If price is trending down and cumulative delta is also falling, that confirms sellers are controlling the session. Let's take an example. Price is above VWAP and holding trend structure. The cumulative delta is rising and staying above the zero line. That's a common confirmation that the trend has real participation behind it. The second concept about cumulative delta is the divergence versus price, a big clue of change or big move. This is the most popular use of cumulative delta. If price makes new highs, but cumulative delta doesn't, that's a clue of weakening buying participation. If price makes new lows, but cumulative delta doesn't, that's a clue of weakening selling participation. This is exactly what we said before. Delta should follow the price. If it does the opposite, we have clues. Example, price makes a higher high into resistance, but the cumulative delta is flat or even lower than before. The price is going up, delta is not following. That often signals exhaustion, absorption, or a potential reversal setup, especially at a key zone. The opposite of divergence is absorption. Absorption means delta moves, but price doesn't, unlike divergence, where price moves and delta doesn't. What you see, cumulative delta keeps pushing strongly in one direction, but price doesn't follow. It stalls, holds, or even goes the other way. What it means. Aggressive traders are hitting the market, but someone is absorbing them with passive limit orders. Sellers get absorbed means that in a general down move, the sellers keep selling aggressively. We see the cumulative delta dropping, but limit buyers absorb and the price doesn't drop. This can turn into a bullish move. Buyers get absorbed means that in a general up move, the buyers keep buying aggressively. We can see the cumulative delta rising, but limit sellers absorb the buy orders and the price can't go up. This can turn into a bearish move. Bullish absorption example at key support. What you see, price is at a key support zone val. Price is not moving lower, or it's even making higher highs, while cumulative delta continues to drop. What it means. Sellers are still aggressive, but they can't push price down. Buyers are absorbing the selling. Clue. Market may be preparing for an upside move, but you still wait for confirmation. Another way of using cumulative delta is zero line reclaim/loss. Control shift. Many strategies watch how cumulative delta behaves around the zero line. If cumulative delta was negative, then reclaims zero and holds, buyers are taking control. If cumulative delta was positive, then loses zero and holds below, sellers are taking control. Example of shift to bullish. Early session. Cumulative delta is below zero. Sellers dominant. Cumulative delta climbs, crosses the zero line and holds above it. That's a strong clue of a control shift. Now you look for long scenarios at pullbacks, not random shorts. Quick pro tips for cumulative delta, use it to read the session story. Who is in control overall? Combine it with VWAP mode and volume profile zones for higher quality context. Watch the zero line for control shifts. Remember, delta should generally follow price. When it doesn't, it's a clue. For the cumulative delta version, we're using the Hameral Cumulative Delta PRO Indicator, which includes automatic detection of divergence and absorption based on your rules. The indicator is available in the Hameral shop. You can find the link in the description. Tiny homework for practice. Open the last 5 sessions and do this. Mark VWAP mode, trend, range, transition. Mark key zones, VAH, VAL, POC, HVN, or LVN. Study delta bars. Find one continuation confirmation. Find one divergence clue. Study cumulative delta. Is it above or below the zero line? Does it follow the price? Find one example where price and cumulative delta disagree near a key zone. This exercise alone will make delta click. In the next episode, we answer question number 4. How do we confirm the entry at the zone? That's footprint that shows you the imbalances and absorption inside the candle. Quick disclaimer. This video is for education only, not financial advice. Trading involves risk. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.